Everyone will be starting in a minute. I'm getting everything set up as usual, so please bear with me. All right. Close that. That's all posted. Connection seems fine. Everything seems to be okay. We're good to go. So, hi everyone. Welcome to another stream. And the first one for this week. Today we are continuing Apollo Justice. Last time we had left off, we had done the first part of the trial and had figured out some stuff, got some secrets, got some info, found out that there were probably a secret man who went through the vent to get someone to pretend, make them seem as though they were the killer, dressed up as a bird man, and then ran away with a staff. We still don't know what the deal with the staff was. The raccoon guy was trying to pretend that he didn't know about it, but seeing as he knew about the staff when he isn't usually depicted with the staff, yeah, we kind of put two and two together that he did see it. He's just lying. And Black Will is cool. But yeah, we're going to continue on. I think we're back to going to the... I've forgotten the name of the place. I keep thinking Emerald Vale, but that's a different thing. We're going to the Vale to look for more information, I think, and then we're going to go from there. Just as a heads up, I've now reached British summertime, so now I'm an hour forward. So I am now back to my normal time for everyone else that was already in daylight savings time. So, yay! Back to normal, I guess. However, please be aware that because the time has changed, it has messed everything up for me. So it might be a bit until I get everything sorted. Like right now, I am tired, and I don't like it. I don't like life. Anyway, but yeah, we're gonna see how we go today. So without further ado, let us begin. Okay, shut up in there. Refresh this. There we go. Right, everything seems to be fine. Let's go. Load. Dun, dun, dun. It's the 2D area again. April 18th, 1:20 p.m. Write anything agency. I thought I was an error on my screen then. Having a yokai to testify in court is unprecedented to say the least. I'm Tematara, the yokai you seek. How could such a straight-laced man like Mr. Tema suddenly become a demon? Yes, strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackwell is playing along. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in a bit. What's with you and running? Wait, what about the investigation? Back. Whoa! Trucy, welcome back. Oh, you're in your stage outfit. Back from work? Yep. I really nailed this new magic trick I've been working on. Also heard about those tricks where they conjure up in court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense trick. I was seriously considering a disappearing act of my own after all that craziness. Anyway, our next trick is to find suspect other than the mayor. Why don't you come with us, Trucy? I know the killer must have used their air duct in the escape. I overdid that Temataro that Mr. Filch and Jinxie saw. Right, maybe there's some evidence in the air duct. The real fight starts now. Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear. What? One. No! Unnecessary evidence has disappeared into the Trucy's magic panties. How do you know what's not necessary anymore? You weren't there. But even if you were, how would you know it's not usable anymore? We might need it in the future. We like in the next court trial. It's just like, wait a minute, that what was it? Not the newspaper article. The TV listings. They had a listing there that was going to be important for this. Damn it! I wonder where all that stuff goes. Okay, let's head over to the scene of the crime. Vamonos, Apollo. Vamonos. Yubi Manor, box chamber. Detective Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct? Well, since you're really on this side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so... Hey, Sean! I wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial. Well, his sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. He was killed with the guy. It'll probably take a while for him to recover. I sort of feel bad for him. We got a work to do. So screw him. Let's go get evidence we need. Or the evidence. The air duct is the key. You know that Temataro's impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the alderman, the killer left the fox chamber through the hallway door. Then, after locking the door from the outside, the killer entered the air duct in the hallway. Thanks for this recap, because I want to remember this. At least not this complete. Finally, the killer dropped the key into the Vox chamber through the air vent here. Then went back through the duct and fled the manor. That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked room was created. If the killer passed through the air duct, maybe we'll find some evidence there. That's what we were saying, Athena. We don't need to repeat that. Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Oh, that's why it's so quiet, because my headset was turned down. Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up. Don't worry, I brought a stepladder. Happy hunting. Or we could just go the other way. But sure, we'll go this way. How nice of her to volunteer me for the job. Whoa, it's pitch black in here. Here goes nothing. God. There's a thick layer of dust in here. Ah! I don't get it. Find anything? Max Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust. Yeah, dust. Lots of dust. So what did you find? You know how dust collects on something when nobody uses it for a long time? Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office. Right. You'd think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail? I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting no one's gone through the duct lately? Kinda looks that way. And if it's true, Mayor Tenma's gonna be fingered as the killer. Oh, yay. But if we don't turn things around quickly... In justice we trust! Sorry, Mr. Justice. But it seems your justice was not the most just after all. It is my sense of justice that has prevailed. I run out of breath there. What the fuck? Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden. And I'm back to my old devastated self. Oh, come on, there's not... Where's that never say die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man. Bring it on. Let me suffer in peace. Ha 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 ha! Justice prevails once more. Not over yet, and besides, kicking someone when they're down is what bad guys do, you son of a bitch. Are you calling me a bad guy? Me, Bobby Fulbright, champion of justice? And how about some information on the investigation? We need some help here. Information? About the investigation? All right, but I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again. Understood? We did it, Apollo. Yeah, but how can we keep this up? Fulbright is the best. Can't believe Prosecutor Blackwell would stoop that low. I mean, pinning the blame on a yokai, he really wants a conviction at all costs. She could give a yokai a run for its money when she's mad. Yes, well, I have him writing a self-reflective essay as we speak. Doubt that'll teach him anything. Yeah, he probably just write Dodo 1,000 times. That whole yokai business is most likely a ploy to win a conviction. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackwell believes Jinxie Tenma planted the yokai stuff. Planted it in an effort to protect her father, the real killer. Yeah, right. I'd like to see him prove it. Whoa, calm down. He doesn't have any direct evidence, but we did find this. It was at the base of the cliff just outside the QB Manor. Wait, that isn't the staff Temataro was supposedly carrying, was it? The one and only. Miss Tenma no doubt tossed it over the cliff when she was done. No way. Well, what about Prince? Alright, Fatron, see ya. Nope, no Prince, but if she was wearing a costume, there wouldn't be any anyway. Well, Prince or no Prince, if it's not going to work in our favor. Sounds like the staff might have belonged to the mansion. If that's the case, then where in the mansion did Temataro get it from? Did Prosecutor Blackwell figure out the victim was the amazing Ninetales? He did indeed. He's a sharp one, all right. He figured it out while investigating the municipal merger and the victim's past. The amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and worked against the merger. And Mayor Damien Tenma is the corrupt politician who murdered that great hero. The amazing Ninetales fans are so angry they even tried to storm the detention center. I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite masked wrestler hero was murdered. They must have been shocked when they found out what happened. Speaking of which, isn't Jinxie also a fan of the amazing Ninetales?
A wrestler mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches that the wrestler battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself.
You spoke with a passion that only a fan would appreciate. We ought to become fans ourselves and go protest in front of the prison. What? No! Did you forget that Mayor Tenma is not only Jinxie's father, but our client? Oh, yeah.
You be careful now. You're defending the most hated mayor in history.
Well, maybe not in history. There's probably worse mayors.
I just hope you find it in yourself, or you don't find yourself on the wrong end of the figure 4 leg lock.
Maybe we should wear a mask to hide my identity. Well, it was about wrestling, yeah. Isn't that just conjecture? Even if she was wearing gloves, you can't say she was carrying that. Yeah, true. Are there any other new developments we should know?
Now that you mention it, our suspect is suffering a partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something.
He did? What did he say?
He said he didn't want to speak with us. His exacts were, "I am under no obligation to speak with you mortals." and other things of that nature.
Wonder what Mayor Temmer remembered.
Too bad you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell's busy questioning him. I know. Why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids? Ha ha ha!
What now, Apollo? How about regrouping back at the agency? Good idea. We might get some words of wisdom out of Mr. Wright while we're there. Do you like my badge? So this is my attorney's badge.
No! Present it with more confidence and conviction. Like this. In justice we trust.
Okay, how's this?
Apollo Justice Attorney at Law. Here comes justice. Now that was amazing. But you know what they say, practice makes perfect. You see you do it 10 more times.
Okay, I'll try my best. I'm Apollo. What are you doing? How did he talk me into this? In other words, he told you to go away. No!
Justice needs backup sometimes too. So I don't mind you asking for help, but you should stop by thinking things over for yourself. After all, the road to justice starts with your own first step. Ha ha ha!
I don't have any information to offer. You could just say so. I'm presenting everything just in case he goes like,
wait a minute, this thing has a button.
Wouldn't it be funny if the first item is, again, a clock?
Such a grisly crime scene. I won't rest until that murderous fiend is behind bars.
We get along really well outside their jobs. They would, yeah. So, do you still think Mayor Temmer is responsible?
That's right. Damien Tenmer is an evil fiend who must be banished from this world. And now take my hand, and together we shall defeat this evil.
Think of getting that Mayor Temmer is still my client? So it was a spear that killed the alderman?
That's right. He'd been in a drug-induced sleep, but woke the moment he was impaled. That's when he struck back at his attacker.
It's almost superhuman.
Justice cannot allow evil to exist unopposed. But even if it means sacrificing one's life.
I bet you two could strike back even if you were impaled. I mean, you're full of justice. Really? Or are you just saying that because of my name, Athena? So full of justice, Apollo. Alright, time to leave. Pap. Maybe I'll go read over some past cases. And I'll go do some research on exorcisms. Hey, what's with you guys? You seem bummed out. How should I put this? It's like we're at the edge of a cliff and the only way is down. In other words, business as usual, right? Yeah, I suppose so. Except this time it's like we're bound and gagged, too. Don't forget blindfolded with our ears plugged up. Ooh, and monsters at every turn, huh? Sounds rough. I guess this is Phoenix. Hey, Apollo. Oh, Athena's here, too. Mr. Wright. How goes the investigation, Apollo? Athena? I think it's safe to say things haven't gotten hairier than before. Really? What happened? You will tell us all of the information, Phoenix. I was watching the two of you this morning from the gallery. That was one tough day in court, to say the least. I know. I never had to defend a yokai before. The business about the locked room was another major hurdle. Yeah, and on top of that, Jinxie was accused of being an accomplice. But at least he figured out how someone could have escaped that locked room. Yeah, well, we just found out that our reasoning might be a tad flawed. Oh, really? Well, that's bad news. How are we going to get out of this? 1. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I said this to a friend here, but I think it's still stupid how they didn't include Wright's hobo outfit as an alternative outfit. I forgot that I can change outfits in this. Force? A smile? They did. It showed up a minute, like, last stream, I think. Yeah, my mentor taught me that back when I was still learning the trade. Oh, he looked so sad for a second. Oh! She also taught me to return to basics whenever I got stuck. Return to basics? That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's great and most trusted weapon. Basics. Always believe in your client, huh? So, Mr. Wright, how long have you known Athena? I met her during a trip to Europe. Huh? You were in Europe? Why haven't I heard about this before? Because he wanted to keep it secret he was meeting Francisca. Jeez. Yeah, I went there a few times to study with various legal systems over there and to meet some German woman. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you quit practicing law. I did, but an old friend of mine needed to help some legal work from time to time, so... Is it actually Francisca? If it is, that's cool. If it's not, and it's just Edgeworth being in Europe for some reason. Boo! Oh, I guess you never really were very far from the courtroom then. It's like fate brought us together. It's all thanks to Mr. Wright that I became a lawyer at all. I knew she was a lawyer material from the moment I met her. I have high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions. Aw, it's nothing special. Maybe I underestimated the analytical psychology of hers. How do you underestimate it when you used it a lot the previous trial? It's not probably, but I liked your idea of being Francisca. It's just, I thought if my special ability could help defend innocent people, then I had to do everything in my power to bring it to the courtroom. That's when I really started hitting the books hard. Still amazed she actually became a lawyer. And at the tender age of 18, no less. Wow, that's almost superhuman. Or personal, like she's trying to help somebody she knows. Alright, I'm totally pumped up after talking to you, Mr. Wright. It's like you said, the worst times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Don't forget to return to the basics whenever you get stuck. Keep believing in my client. Right. Mr. Wright. Yes? I'm gonna go visit a client again. I think that's a good idea. Alright, time to see what's new down at the detention center. Who's allowing these kids to become lawyers? This is the dark age of the law. Maybe they think the younger they are, the worse they do. Mayor, tell me we want to talk to you about something.
Caw, so my minions have returned.
Apollo, he still thinks he's a yokai. I wonder if we'll ever be able to talk to Mayor Tenmer again.
Silent peddler of the legal trade, free me from these imprisoning walls with great haste.
Wow, he's sounding more and more like a real demon with every sentence. I'm starting to wonder if we should even be helping him win his freedom. Remember when Edgeworth was being a lawyer at 20 was special? Yeah. Still, we can't let Mayor Tenmer stay possessed, you know what I mean?
If you can clear me of these charges, I will help. I've forgotten his voice. If you can clear me of these charges, I'll help in whatever way or whatever manner I may. Now ask me of what you will.
I suppose it's worth a shot. Were those fraudulent tracks at the scene of the crime really your doing?
Indeed, the remnants of Temataro, king of the underworld, they be. The day that once again I dominate the mortal world is at hand. Caw, caw, caw.
Prosecution claims the feathers in the tracks were planted by Jinxie.
What's this? I must breach these walls and go defend little Jinxie at once.
Huh? Timber, is that you?
Well, now, Damien appears to still reside this body. But I should have expected as much from a descendant of mine. Be silent now, Damien.
Just take a chair to the back of his head and he'll be fine. Or get a major brain damage. Either way, he'll improve. Yeah. I guess a little thing like demonic possession won't stop a father's love for his daughter. Oh, and welcome back, Ravatron. You didn't kill Alderman QB, did you?
I have killed no one. The remnants of my presence have been misconstrued. The murderer is not I. For if I had slain that mortal, raging hellfire would have consumed him, leaving naught but ash. Yikes.
So, you're saying there must have been somebody else there? Come to think of it, the mayor had mentioned that he had been clubbed with this statue. I better ask about this too. Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have something you knew to tell me?
Indeed I have. I regurgitated this key but just a short while ago. Behold, the key to the forbidden chamber.
Whoa! Is regurgitation one of your demonic powers too?
Bah! I do not waste my powers on such parlor tricks. Take the key from the killer that did Damien, whereupon he swallowed it. He sought to bar the killer entry to the forbidden chamber.
So he wanted to keep it shut tight?
But no fingerprints shall you find upon the key.
Well, you swallowed it, so yes, it'd probably be more covered in acid than anything. How do you know that? Wait, is that another one of your demonic powers then?
Foolish mortal, you would have had me dead. Ten Mataro act as some asinine alchemist. But I but asked the jailer, and my will was done. Quite eagerly, I must add. Caw, caw, caw.
Always an honor to serve, your marblets. Guess I'm not the only one who scares the living daylights out of. Can we ask how you use this key? We couldn't find a keyhole anywhere in or around the door.
Curse that infernal door. But if I had known its manner of opening long, long ago, I would have made my return.
He has a point there. Maybe Jinxie knows something about how the whole thing works. The key the mayor took from the killer and swallowed. No fingerprints can be lifted. I hope he's wrapping it up in cloth or something, because that's been in someone's stomach. That would be disgusting. Alright, let me present some stuff to you. Look at my badge. I was hoping you'd take a look at this.
An offering to me, quite admirable. But the best thing you could offer me is to win me my freedom. Caw, caw, caw.
Right. I'll do my best.
Ages has it been since I've seen that. We've often battled out like this back in the day.
I need to ask, which one of you was the stronger?
Caw, caw, caw. That would be me, of course. For I am the demon lord of the yokai. Kasha.
Yeah, but the Nine-Tails Fox imprisoned you in Athena. Don't encourage him. It's already hard enough as it is. I just wanted to find out which one was really the strongest.
Why, that foot was me soaring through the heavens. But look at my wing angle. It's all wrong.
Oh, you're really a stickler for details.
I even gave a big smile for the camera. But so small am I in this shot that one can't even see it.
Never knew demons were so interested in how they're presented by the media. Skip.
What, might I ask, is that?
This statue was found at the scene. Someone hit Mayor Temer over the head with it. It had been wrapped in a large cloth before the alderman's murder.
Let me see whether Damien knows about such a thing. Yes. Something wrapped in just such a cloth does he recall. A secret gift from Alderman QB, it would seem. He, however, had not a chance to see it till now, for the cloth did conceal it.
Maybe the cloth fell off, or was removed after the mayor was struck.
Of that Damien does not know.
Secret gift. Interesting. Maybe Jinxie knows something about it? I should question her about the blackmail letter, too. Let's see what he says when I show it to him.
A descendant of old Ninetails, perhaps. It would seem he's doing quite well these days.
Yeah, he's a huge hit from the kids all the way up to the grandparents.
It seems I've been resting on my laurels for far too long. It is time I, too, debut in the mortal world and rekindle my struggle against that wily fox.
That's the spirit. You can make your debut as soon as we get you not guilty verdict.
Then I had best return to top 4. Push-ups and sit-ups should do for now. Caw, caw, caw.
Is he planning a new career as a pro wrestler?
Why this is that accursed blackmail letter that was sent to Damien.
Apparently somebody slipped it into the alderman's pocket. We believe somebody, probably the killer, stole it from Mayor Tema's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Caw, caw, caw. You have questions, do you? Very well, ask away, mortal.
Reading of a Mexican wrestler who never showed his public because he was worried people would find out who he was under the mask. Yeah, I can kind of get when you get so wrapped up in a role or a character, you sometimes get so wrapped up in it you get stuck in it, kind of thing. It's kind of similar to how undercover police are when you do long undercover work. They sometimes get wrapped up in who they're pretending to be, that they forget who they were, or at least they have trouble getting back to what they were because they've been in pretending to be someone else for so long. Who placed this in the alderman's pocket?
Very few were they who knew the letter was in Damien's briefcase.
So whoever knew about the blackmail letter being in the mayor's briefcase is a potential suspect in its theft and placement in the alderman's pocket.
Could it have been his doing?
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Taro, did you just remember something?
Indeed I did. There was but one other who knew of that letter, Damien's aide, Florent Nobel. Full knowledge of that briefcase contents did that aide possess.
Then he may be the blackmailer and the murderer we're looking for.
That is preposterous. He's a most trusted advisor. He would never betray Damien.
It seems like Mayor Tema is a bit too trusting of those around him. Still, this is huge. Now we know who might have slipped the blackmail letter in the alderman's pocket. Look out, Florent Nobel. Here comes justice. Let's go find Mr. Lebel and rake him over the coals. Thanks for the help. You've just given us a major lead. It's highly likely that it was Lebel who took it from the mayor's briefcase. There's something that still bothers me. Mr. Lebel is the killer. What could have motivated him to open the forbidden chamber? We should probably search it for clues. Only one problem. How do you open a locked door that doesn't have a keyhole? Let's go talk to Jinxie. Maybe she can help, because she just knows everything. You know, I kind of want to put, like, something in his hand when he's got up like that. Like a bowl, or those balls that you put in your hand that you, like, move around to, like, work out your muscles or something. Okay, Lane. Can't believe it took me this long to realize his head wears basically just Jinxie's stickers. Really? Oh, man. You're so bad. A snow globe could work too. Or an orb. You know, to ponder on the orb. Huh? Hey, isn't that... Oh, God. Oh, she's missing things in her forehead. You dare imprison me? Jinxie! She's acting really strange. That loathsome, no-good, nine-tailed fox. He shall know the terror that is mine in my despair. You shall pay, or you shall pay dearly. All of you. Jinxie, are you alright? Ah! Oh, is that you, Mr. Demon Lawyer? Morning, Jinxie. Morning? Is it already past noon? What am I doing here? I also remember I lay down to take a nap back at the manor. Oh no! Must have been the Makura Geishi. Makura Geishi? Ever wake after a restless night's sleep to find your pillow in an unusual place? Or that you've been sleeping on the floor or in the hallway? Well, it's that yokai's fault, the Makura Geishi preys on people while they're asleep. It sounds like you just need to be tucked in real tight, or maybe a snug sleeping bag. Jinxie, how come you don't have any charms on your forehead? I don't? Oh, they must have fallen off. Without them, evil things can creep into me. I'd say we'd more than adequate demonstration of that just now. Better reapply them. Jinxie, there's something we wanted to ask you. There was something I wanted to tell you, too. I remember something else. You did? What was it? I cannot examine the area. I want to look at the stings. I want to examine this thing. Jinxie, can you tell us what you remembered? Well, after the trial, I remembered lots of stuff. But there was one thing I thought was really weird. I'm almost afraid to ask, but here goes. Really? What? It's about the yokai feathers and tracks. There weren't any there when I first opened the door. Wait, what? Are you sure? Uh-huh. My memory's crystal clear now. So you're saying they were left at the scene after you found it? This could spell major trouble, Apollo. Why? Because Jinxie is already accused of leaving the feathers and tracks at the scene. If they weren't there when she discovered the crime scene, it will totally fuel the claim that she fabricated the evidence later on, which makes no sense. She's the one providing this testimony, saying, oh, when me, went to go see, there were no feathers and tracks. Oh, but there were afterwards. That means you put them there. We trust that you give us a right... we trust that you give us a correct statement, but then we also don't trust that you're not the killer. It makes no sense. It's like, oh, well, they said this. That must mean that their truth is real and they're the killers, because why would they lie? What? It's such a roundabout way. Ugh. I think I already said this, didn't I? Yeah. Jinxie's fuzzy memory in the whole incident is really working against us. The prosecution will probably say she doesn't remember planting the evidence. Good luck rebutting that. Oh man, this is not good. Sure hope she didn't plant the evidence while she was sleepwalking or something. Yes, she made her father go to prison while sleeping. She secretly hates him subconsciously. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to know how you would open the Forbidden Chamber, would you? That door doesn't even have a keyhole. Well, it's supposed to have a secret mechanism. They say you have to figure it out before the keyhole will appear. A secret mechanism, really? Uh-huh. It's hidden in the Fox Chamber. But only Alderman Kilby knew what it was and how it worked. The Alderman of Ninetails Vale sure loved his secrets. What is he? Is he a Spencer? Is he from, like, Resident Evil, where he just puts all this random secret stuff in his mansion? Apollo, let's go see if we can find that secret mechanism. Whoa, slow down. There's something else I need to ask about. Jinxie, is there only one key to the Forbidden Chamber? Uh-huh. Even the Manor's master key won't open it. That's because it's a very special room. That must never be opened. Guess that means nobody entered the Forbidden Chamber after the murder. After all, we know Mayor Tenma took the key from the killer and swallowed it, so the mayor's efforts to keep the killer out of the forbidden chamber were not in vain.
Which means that no one opened the door.
I want to show you this key. What's this? Asuka Mogami? Suko Mogami? A yokai that inhabit objects that have been used for a really long time. The red demon and Asuko Goyami. Or Suko Mogami. What a strange combination. Is everything to her some supernatural phenomenon? Is that a sandwich? Oh, that's a possessed sandwich. It has a spirit in it. Oh, well, I'm already there. I meant to go here. Oh, hi again. I guess I'm not supposed to go here yet? I don't know why, I just wanted to listen to this song for a bit. Right, how do I look around? Am I missing something? So the crime scene was locked tight at the crime. Ugh, this is a tough one. The only people there in that locked room were the deceased, the alderman, and the mayor. Maybe the killer hid somewhere in that room? But is there really anywhere to hide in that box chamber? It was quite a day in court. The news just can't stop talking about how the demon Tomataro made an appearance. There's never an exorcist around when you need one. Well, I heard the judge actually held an exorcism in his courtroom after that. Good. Let's hope it's the last we'll see of that pain in the neck yokai. I don't know. I have a feeling Tenmataro could exorcise an exorcist. As an attorney defending a demon, I know exactly how that feels. Maybe I'm missing something with her. Do I need to show you something? They sell those at the village souvenir shop. They really went all out, making it look like a real scroll and all. By rolling it up like that, you can see Temataro's picture. If so, you don't lose your soul, it's accidentally gazed upon him. Even if it's a souvenir, no one in this village wants to accidentally see what's inside. I've heard of losing or selling your soul for many things, but the price of a souvenir? I wonder how many of those innocent shopgirls have fallen victim. Ooh. Wouldn't it be better not to sell them at all? Just presenting everything to you. Alderman Cuby made that statue. It's a token of goodwill. I think it was meant to be for Ninetales Vale in Town. Token of goodwill? But the two yokai are fighting. Fighting? Oh, I see what you mean. The cup portion is missing. There's a cup? This statue... Oh! Originally depicted two yokai holding up a cup celebration. But it sure doesn't look that way now, does it? You plan on to play the DLC cases? I should do. I should be able to. I just don't know if it autoplays them or if I have to do it manually. But it sure doesn't look that way now, does it? Maybe it broke when it was used to hit Mayor Tenma on the head? That would explain it. I guess the only two people who knew what it really looked like were the alderman and I. Now it's just me, but its symbol of goodwill will be forever etched in my mind. I see. It's a good thing I presented this to you. So, is there anything else we should know about Jinxie? No. That's about it. Uh-oh.
Heart attack again. People should stop lying. I'm gonna die.
I think it just unlocks after the regular last case. Okay. My bracelet is reacting. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to be...
In justice we trust.
Yikes!
Eat a ghost.
Detective Fulbright, what are you doing here?
I have business with this young lady, if you must know. Prosecutor Blackwell has tasked me to question her.
Question me? Sorry, not interested. Are you here to ask about the whole yokai affair?
That's right. Specifically, we wanted to ask. But I can't tell you that now, can I?
Oh, come on, please. Rapano's in justice, right?
No. Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me my questions were of the utmost justice. I will not fall for your lies. In justice we trust.
The Twisted Samurai sure has him on a short leash. So you're not a ghost? Maybe some sort of urban troll then?
Now come along, Miss Tenma. They're at the station with you.
Took her away. Missed my chance to see what she was lying about. Well, at least we found out there's a secret mechanism for opening the door. Let's go check... Oh, damn hiccups. Ugh. Let's go check it out. I just hope they let us in now. April 18th. Probably have to find out what that lie was about in court. Oh, you're blue now.
Oh, what a fabulous, absolutely fabulous scent. I'm so glad I had these carnations imported from England. Nothing but the finest will do.
Hey, I'm in there. Someone will lie so hard he dies. Yeah.
Perhaps I should place one aside for our dearly departed alderman.
Hey, it's Mr. LaBelle. Paula, let's ask him about you-know-what. Voldemort. Oh yeah, before we search the Fox Chamber, we should ask about the blackmail letter.
Why, if it isn't the mayor's little lawyers, what do you want with me?
Oh, there's something you wanted to ask? Where's that ringing coming from?
You'll have to excuse me.
He has phones on his shoulders?
You'll have to excuse me. Hello, LaBelle here.
What the... Those things on his shoulders are cell phones?
Yes, about that. You must forgive me. This whole affair with Master Tenma, or Mayor Tenma, has been a complete nightmare.
Where do you buy clothes like that? More Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh man, if I had to do like Yu-Gi, I'd have to try and remember how his voice is. Yu-Gi Boy. That's it. All I need to do is just go Yu-Gi Boy and I just suddenly remember it all. It is... I don't really want to make him that guy because that guy is amazing.
Surprised? This is my own special design. It's the ultimate in functional beauty.
Functional beauty? Are you sure about that? Looks a bit unwieldy to me.
You simply don't have an eye for beauty.
If having an eye for beauty means looking for this, like this guy, I'd rather be blind.
So what do you want with me?
I want to kill you, but that's not what we can do. We're a lawyer. Both Jinxie and Mr. Filch said they saw Tenmataro. But what about you, Mr. LaBelle? If you were in the foyer, wouldn't you see... Ah!
Very well, I admit it. That's right, I, Flora LaBelle, saw the demon Tenmataro.
So you did see something. Then why did you lie about not seeing him?
I was simply trying to protect dear little Jinxie.
Protect Jinxie? What do you mean?
Why, don't tell me you haven't heard that strange little habit of hers.
Which Which one are you talking about?
The one where she wanders around, making mischief without knowing what she's doing. Rumor has it she's possessed by Tenmataro.
That one's new to me.
Well, there you have it. Anytime you hear about Tenmataro's sighting, little Jinxie should be your prime suspect.
Tell us more about that rumor, you floppy you asshole. So, what was the rumor about Jinxie?
They say she's possessed. Not all the time, of course. It hits suddenly, then she starts wandering around about doing strange things.
Is that so? Although, come to think of it,
that loathsome no-good Ninetales fox. We shall know the terror that is mine and despair.
I certainly would explain how she was acting earlier.
Once she even put on a Tenmataro costume and wandered around the woods at night.
She did? There's an actual cutscene. I wish I never asked. Does she remember anything while she's possessed?
Unfortunately, no. She doesn't seem to remember a thing about these episodes.
Why are you putting so much emphasis on random words? Memory loss during possession. Huh.
Come to think of it, her memory of the murder scene was quite fuzzy. I suppose that, too, was caused by her possession.
Then maybe...
So you do understand. The whole yokai business was entirely of her own making.
No, wait a minute. Although, that yokai evidence wasn't there until after she discovered the crime scene. Did she leave those black feathers and strange tracks there herself? Apollo, let's ask Matt Temer about Jinxie's episodes the next time we talk with him.
Yes, do you always go around sticking your hand in other people's faces?
Oh no, I just wanted to show you this.
Ah, yes, you do have something in that grabby paw of yours, but I only have eyes for things of beauty. Now, if you would excuse me.
Guess he only looks at stuff that interests him. I'm gonna hit you with this book.
What is that?
It's the blackmail letter, but it wasn't sent to Alderman Cupid. It was sent to Mayor Tenma.
And? Your point being?
Someone took the letter from the mayor's briefcase and then placed it in the alderman's pocket when he was murdered, or after he was murdered. Oh, you don't say. You wouldn't happen to be the one who made the switch, would you? After all, you were the only one who knew that blackmail letter was in his briefcase. So naturally you...
Perhaps that shot of a cologne will make those scales fall from your eyes. Goddamn voice!
Or my eyes fall from their sockets.
Is it possible that you would like to frame me as the potential suspect? What would make the case such an outrageous allegation in the first place?
Now, the way that he's talking, or the way this is framed, is making me think he's talking like, oh, God damn it, why can't I call the name right now? Not William Shatner. You know, the guy that talks like, you need more cowbell. Something. Oh, what is his name? Why I can't remember the name right now. He does the You Can Do This and You Can Do That song. Or he's the guy that dances in it. Why can't I remember the name? It's gonna bother me. In the first place, yeah. Oh, well. My only crime is being born as beautiful as you see here. In other words, you have nothing. Now, let me show you what to do with this garbage. You can't destroy evidence like that. What do you mean I can't? I just did. Well, now you've destroyed evidence and now you're going to prison for destroying evidence. Feel a little lighter now? You've just won a one-way trip to the top of my most annoying people ever list, buddy. Even Apollo's done with this guy. Are we done with your silly questions now? I'm a very busy man, you know. He was in a song film. He's been in many films. He is the guy that dances in the, the you could do this and you could do that song. He is in I've got to look out because I can't. My brain is just not working with movies and films right now. There's a Fatboy Slim song. Christopher Walken. That's it. He's the way that his words are working are like Christopher Walken. All that effort just for that. Yay. I guess that's it for now. Hello, LaBelle speaking. Really? You wish to carry my new product at your store? Oh, but I'm afraid it's my private brand. It's not available to the public. What? Then I shouldn't advertise it on TV? But I don't understand. As the embodiment of beauty, it's my duty to announce my good looks to the world. Stop the bus. I'm getting off. Everyone wants my exclusive Je suis LaBelle brand products. It's the crown jewel of my collection, born of my long, relentless pursuit of beauty. But now that it becomes so popular, it's been an absolute nightmare. You don't say. Well, they can't have it. It's just for me. It's not meant for you peasants. Peasants? This is my latest product. I'm calling it Color Me Belle. Or Couleur. A dazzling hair color that can wash out with just water. You mean like other products? Guess that means you can't sweat. I have 7 colors in all. You can find out more in the commercials and magazine ads. Yet it's not available to the public. Great sales strategy there, genius. Come to think of it, Mr. LaBelle, your hair color changed since the last time we met. The little lady has quite the discerning eye. It was so obvious I first saw it. Here's a little sample. Consider it a gift for one who truly appreciates beauty. Oh, hello, what should I do? Better take it before you get a face full of cologne. Good point. Wow, thanks, Mr. LaBelle. Okay, let's head over to the Fox Chamber. We still gotta find the secret mechanism for opening the Forbidden Chamber. Get out of my face! I don't like you! Christopher Walken? Christopher, stop him. Also means he can't live in England. What do you mean? Oh, do you mean the guy? This is so bad, I've already forgotten the guy's name. LaBelle, there we go. Okay, let's find that secret mechanism for opening the chamber. Oh, this is so exciting. Can't wait to see how it works. But do you really think the killer entered the Forbidden Chamber? We'll just have to open it to find out. Christopher Walken sounds like Christopher Walking. Christopher Reeves was the old Superman actor that got in an accident. Yeah, I know. I nearly said I was there. I was not there. I know about that. Should also see if there's anywhere the killer could have hidden his room. Okay, let's get started. I don't know what language it is. Apurate? Apurate, Apollo, apurate. I'm going to examine this scene so hard. There's a carving on the Nine-Tails door, fox over the door statues on either side of it. The way those statues are glaring, it's like they're guarding the door from us. Come to think of it, there are 2 foxes on the photo screen as well. It can't be a coincidence, can it? Hey, this statue moves! Don't get carried away now. I mean, who knows? It might trigger a trap. Oh, okay. If I can handle it, if a spirit comes shooting out my way, I'll snatch it out of the air. After all, I have reflexes of a regular karate kid. That's not... oh, whatever. I guess if you can catch something that fast out of midair, you can accomplish anything. Still, there might be something to the fact that these fox statues rotate. Maybe there's something around here that shows the position they should be in? Oh, you mean the fox screen that you just talked about? Two foxes standing back to back are depicted on the elegant folding screen. Does this have something to do with the keyhole? Huh. Wait a minute. 2 foxes. There are 2 fox statues in front of the forbidden chamber as well. Maybe the keyhole appears if we do something like this to the folding screen. Or... I don't see anything unusual about it. Well, it does have 2 foxes on it, and there are 2 fox statues in front of the door. Then maybe there's a clue somewhere in the room? Let's turn the whole place upside down. He's excited as a kid in a candy store. Athena's the type of character that dies in the first scene of a movie, bless her. Well, you can kind of tell that they're actually facing towards the door, because this is where the door is. And they're both facing towards the opposite side of the door, so they're technically facing each other. Maybe the killer hid under the table? That would be a terrible hiding place. The alderman's body would have been right above. Huh. Maybe you're right. Guess the underside is a bit... Wait, there's something under the table. Let's check it out. Whee! Oh. Hello there. How did the police miss this? Hey, look, there's something down here. It's like a piece of something. Only question is, a piece of what? Huh. Oh, I know. It might be a piece of the statue. Remember what Jinxie said? Let's have a flashback. The statue originally depicted 2 yokai holding up a cup. It was a symbol of goodwill. So this piece broke off and rolled under the table? Yeah! I just remembered this mystery novel I once read. The murder occurred in a locked room, and the perpetrator made sure to hide behind the room's door when it was open. Then, when no one was looking, he made the escape. A clever trick, but it would have been impossible to hide in this case. See this broken Tanuki statue here? The door must have banged into it when it was opened. Oh, I get it. The killer couldn't have been there because of the statue. But not the other one, because the other statue is further away from the door. Oh, wrong way. Oh, I guess there's nothing new about that. Either that or they can't bend their legs. Yeah, true. There's a cliff outside the window and makes it pretty impossible to get out this way. When I hear things like that, it just makes me want to try. Never say never, right? I bet I could get out this way. Oh, no, wait. Do you have a death wish or something? won't even open wide enough to squeeze through. Guess I lost that bet. You're too big. That loss just saved your life. There really is no escaping here through the air duct. Here we went through all the trouble of bringing a ladder to check it out. That's not a ladder, Apollo. It's a step ladder. What's the difference? They both have the word ladder in them. What's the difference? Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors to decide who's right. You're way too competitive, and it's not even related to the original issue either. Whee! Look at this P&G. A statue originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup in a gesture of goodwill. Maybe Alderman QB was planning on smoothing things over with Mayor Tenma. But he was murdered instead. But somebody who interviewed him, or by somebody who intervened. The mayor was only pursuing the municipal merger because he was blackmailed. Who knows? If this murder hadn't occurred, maybe they could have come up with a solution. I don't know why they were against the merger. Would make a bigger village, be a lot more fun, wouldn't be as boring. Still no keyhole, huh? Yeah, and the door won't budge, just like those spiky bangs of yours, you bastard. Well, it takes some water, but I don't think that would work on the door. Oh, I know. I'll break it down with a body slam. I seriously doubt you could do that. How do you know if I have never tried? Wait, no, wait, don't. Ah! As much as you hate losing, Athena, I think the door would win this match. Well, I can't think of anywhere else to look. You find anything, Apollo? Apollo, I'm trying to sneak out the window. They keep alerting the guards. We'll never find the keyhole to the forbidden chamber at this rate. There's something about that folding screen. You know how those fox statues in front of the forbidden chamber move? That screen might be the clue as to how we're supposed to position them or something. Hey, I bet you're right. Let's get over to that screen with a fine-tooth comb. You want me to examine the screen again? Not that way. On closer inspection, I think there's more to this screen than meets the eye. Let's check the last every inch of it. Yes! That's what I wanted to say. I can rotate the folding screen with up blah blah blah. If I spot anything of interest, I can press space on it to inspect further. You can also zoom in and out with B and M to get a better look. Now let's check every last inch of this screen. Who are they talking to? What's this? It's like a keyhole or something. I think it could be the keyhole to the forbidden chamber. No, it's just a picture. Still, you know what they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. It's a picture of a key. Oh, that shape looks awfully familiar. Oh, I know. It's shaped like the forbidden chamber's door key. Wait, what about that keyhole drawn in the center of the screen? You think the two are related? A key and a keyhole? Oh, I just got an idea. If you folded the screen up just right, the key and the keyhole would overlap. Hey, I think you're right. Let's give it a try. I immediately solved this puzzle. Look, a door! Yeah, and it's open too. Two foxes are now facing each other, so... Hey, what if you made those fox statues face each other? This is a puzzle you didn't need to do. You could just look at it and go, oh, look, there's doors on either side. So that means when you fold it, it's got to be this way. So let's just rotate them to face inwards. That's all you had to do. You didn't do all this faffing about with the screen. Apollo, let's go check out the two statues. Okay, let me move the two statues so they face each other, just like on the screen. How could no one figure this out? This is so easy. Look! A lock appeared. Now we can use that key. Okay, here goes nothing. It worked. But fancy 3D models. Imagine if they ever got a new screen. Yeah, they'd be screwed. Time to see what's this chamber's so forbidden. What secrets could it hold, I wonder? There's a dead body inside. It's the killer. Everyone except Edgeworth is an idiot. Yeah. Do you really need to put subtitles on the door when it actually makes the noise? These doors need some serious oil. Ah! That was like nails on a chalkboard. Oh, right. Forgot about those super good ears of yours. Oh! I wonder what this means. Probably not important. Look, more feathers. That's a big statue. Eat! What the heck is that? Is that a Temataro statue? But there's something odd about it. All I know is I don't like it, but I can't explain why. You okay, Thina? You look kind of pale. You're not scared, are you? What of this thing? Don't make me laugh. Oh, what? Of this thing? Don't make me laugh. Really? Hey, look. What? What is it? Over there on the left, there's a bunch of staves on the rack. It can look like the staff we saw earlier. You mean the one that Jinxie said she saw Temataro carrying? Yeah, I bet our Temataro impersonator really did come in here at some point. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's search the place. Ooh. Oh, I like that. They just put a droning sound in here. That makes it sound even more creepy. Was that as a gravestone or something? It reads, "Here lies Temataro, age 80. That's not very old for a demon. Cause of death, choked on a chicken bone. Say it ain't so. Besides, that sounds more like an autopsy report than an epitaph if you ask me. Wait, you're joking around because you're scared. It's your coping mechanism. I'm not scared. Freak out central right here, baby. Turn it out, widget. Denial is strong in this one. If Gumshoe is the standard of detectives in the series, then everyone else must be either dead or an idiot. Except Majorshepard. Hey, did you not see the first one where we get to see a cowboy, a food giver, Emma Sky's sister, the guy who kept choking on his own handcuffs? Actually, yeah, you're probably right. These are red feathers. Black feathers. They look exactly like the ones in the fox chamber. No, they're red. That means the killer must have been in here at some point. The question is, why? Maybe the Temataro costume was hidden in here? I mean, if someone carried it through the manor, it would have struck out like a sore thumb. But when did the killer get in here? The mayor snatched the forbidden chamber key when the killer hit him on the head. That means the killer could have only gotten in here before the murder. Okay, I just saw Dragon Ball Z mentioned. I'm going to have to pause to look at that now. Sean, I'm going to have to ban you. Because you're saying the Japanese OST is better than the US, and I vehemently disagree. I absolutely despise the original soundtrack for the Dragon Ball Z series. I actually love the US version because it's thematically better. I hate everything about the Japanese version. You are banned. Not really. Gumshoe is constantly... You good sir is completely wrong. Country is constantly about to be fired to his Yeah, yeah. To be fair, we haven't seen him at any time, really. I'm leaving. Good day to you. Anyway, back to the game before me and Sean fight. That means the killer could have gotten in through here before the murder. Wow, this was a tough riddle, all right. You can clearly tell those are red, though, or does my... Maybe it's just the lighting that makes them look red? Yeah, yeah. R.I.P. Toriyama. A stone lantern. Like those Japanese garden lamps? Where's the switch? Lamps like these are lit by fire, not electricity. There's no switch. Oh, here it is. What? It was hidden out of sight. I see Temataro's cell has been outfitted with all the amenities a yokai could want. Hey, there's a bunch of staves here, and it looks like that this one's missing. Temataro Jinxie's soul must have taken it. I'd have to agree. These look like the ones Detective Fulbright showed us. Why do you think there are so many here? Maybe they're spares? Temataro might be, you know, absent-minded or something. The fact that he has spare staves handy, well, it shows that he's aware of his faults and is trying to deal with them. Or at least that's my take on it. Maybe this will remind her to deal with her own faults. But I won't hold my breath. Whoa, that's one big statue. Must be something like 15 feet tall. Final Flash theme is amazing. Yes. Still, like, you're jumping between topics. I'm like, first look over is Justice Psych ship. Yeah, okay. And I look back again. It's back to Dragon Ball Z. Not that I have any problem with that. You know, Dragon Ball Z is the anime. That's one big statue. Must have been something like 15 feet tall. And look, this Temataro statue has a staff. But the Temataro in the scroll didn't have one. I wonder why. I feel like this could be significant. But why? Let's take a closer look. First, to go around this table here. Apollo, are you sure that's a good idea? Hey, looks like there's some sort of compartment in the base of the statue. Don't open it! Who knows what might be in there? It's just a big empty compartment. From all the dust and cobwebs, I'd say it hasn't been opened in a really long time. That's enough, Apollo. Let's shut it and... Wait, there is something in here. Ew. Looks like some sort of figure, but it's so dusty. Can't tell what it's supposed to be. Wonder what it's doing here. A figure that had been left inside the Temataro statue. A thick layer of dust and dirt suggests it has been in there for some time. Is that the raccoon guy? I think that's the raccoon guy. Like going through, I don't know, what looks like dumplings or something? This is a cool statue. Looks like an old scroll, and there's something drawn on it. Ooh. Unless I'm mistaken, it looks like an old guy. Some sort of monk, maybe? A monk? What are you talking about? You know, people that take walks in the mountains as a form of spiritual training. Wouldn't that just be a hiker? The guy in his picture doesn't look like he's doing this for fun, Athena. Oh, look, there's some yellow thing strapped on his back. Goes to a gold guy, they look at the thing. The thing starts leaking darkness. Whoa, it's turning into Temataro. And then a fox just appears out of nowhere. What's this scroll getting at? Is this how Temataro was born? Well, whatever it is, it's definitely creepy and makes no sense. Like, why was there just a yellow amber or whatever it was inside the middle of nowhere that got taken to an old guy and then just for some random reason became an evil demon? Mia Fey would be a great idea for a game, but hey, what do I know? Athena is so uncivilized. Just like the Jedi. Oh, look, there's an air vent here too. I guess even forbidden chambers need proper ventilation. But I don't see I don't think anyone could reach this one either. Yeah, and there's another thing, nothing to stand on around here. Excuse me, there's a freaking brazier right here you could stand on. Unless this is further away than what it appears to be. I wonder where this vent leads. Well, the Fox Chamber vent did branch this way, so... maybe it doesn't have anything to do with the case after all. The gold represents greed. Yeah, the Jedi were the civilized. What's this? Whatever it is, the packaging is really gaudy. And the fact that there's no dust on it means it hasn't been here very long. Oh, it's hand cream. Let's see what brand it is. Je suis le belle. The bell? But then, wouldn't that mean Mr. Bell was here? I guess so. But why? Well, whoever was dressed up like Temataro must have taken a staff from here in the Forbidden Chamber. And then that same person probably dropped his hand cream at that time. In other words, the Temataro impersonator we're looking for is none other than... Florent Lebel. This might be a big break for us in court tomorrow. All we gotta do is get the truth out there of Mertemba. Hand cream. Guess that wraps it up. What now? We should probably talk to some of the witnesses again. You mean like Mr. Filch and Jinxie? Yeah, I really want to ask Mr. Filch about the village superstitions and Demetaro. Mia is too smart to properly function as the player character. Hey! Boo on you. We got to play her, like, twice, I think. Yeah, we got to play her twice. Stream DBZ Kakarot. I do not have that game. Unfortunately. Well, if I remember correctly, I think the raccoon is in the foyer. It's the curse of Temataro. Eat. You outsiders are ignoring them superstitions at your peril. Mind your business, will ya? Youch, what's all this about, a curse? Temperataro's gonna curse us all, unless you stop sticking your nose where you don't belong. Stop the investigation, this is what them superstitions say. Right, how about obeying the law before you go obeying the superstitions? Huh? Hey, what are you doing with a widget around your neck? He's mine! You're not better to go around stealing people's stuff like that. The same goes for my bracelet. Sorry, I promise I won't do it again. You almost kidnapped my sweet little widget. The big jerk. I'm sorry. I guess you can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. Nope, so you better throw him out the window. As long as we have him here, I guess we should ask him about what happened. I don't know. Like, there are a lot of Dragon Ball games out there. I have a few of them. A number of them. But, we'll see, we'll see. Can't believe you did that. It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but to steal a widget? Grr. Yipes. Mercy, mercy. I can't seem to control myself. It's that thieving blood running in my veins. Thieving blood? What's that supposed to mean? Glad you asked.
The famous bandit Azuki Kozo was my grandpappy. Like, take a gander at this.
What exactly am I looking at? Looks like another one of those yokai to me.
It's none other than the Azuki Kozo. Robbed from the rich to give to the poor, he did, and looked exactly like me. Because, you know, for some reason, if you're descended from someone, you look exactly the same. Especially in Japan. Except, you know, I have more than 2 fingers. And he'd leave me one of these figures as a scene of the crime. And I said fingers. What's more, I'm his grandson because he was my grandpappy.
That seems a bit short, but sure.
Wow, you don't say. These honor is the honest truth. The sloshing sound of Azuki beans scraping together in the dead of night. It's the magical sound of dirty money getting washed clean for giving out to the poor. I'm Azuki Kozo, washer of money. Giver outer of wealth, reborn.
To get the money, you should be washing yourself of this nasty habit. Wait a second, this figure looks familiar. Yes, it looks like the old dusty figure we found in the Forbidden Chamber.
No, don't clean it. Hey, what are you doing with that there figure?
Oh, this? We found it in the Forbidden Chamber. Looks like it'd been there practically forever.
I mean, my grandpappy broke into the Forbidden Chamber way back. Hey, that reminds me. He once told me there's a treasure in there, in that there chamber.
Treasure? What do you know about the treasure in the Forbidden Chamber?
Only that it's the greatest rich chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's been an amazing treasure in there.
There's something amazing in there. Didn't see anything like that, though. Your grandfather didn't by chance already steal it, did he?
Seeing how there's one of these figures in there, that just might be. That's Grandpappy for you. Bet he'd washed up that treasure up real good before handing it out to the poor.
Of course, because he was so righteous. In court, you mentioned seeing Tomataro near the scene of the crime.
Sorry, I didn't come clean right away, but them superstitions got the better of me.
The people of Ninetales Vale sure seem like a superstitious bunch, even though this only happened a few months ago, or a year ago, whatever, that this whole superstition came about. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing Tomataro.
Darn right, them superstitions scare the wits out of me, I tell you. That's why I gotta do exactly what they say from now on, you see?
You plan on staying here in Ninetales Vale?
Yep. I'm gonna keep living right here and keeping with the old ways, just like Grandpappy did, because I don't want to live a better life and I don't want other people to get better in life. I want them to live the exact same life so they always suck. I can steal from them, too. Them superstitions are like a rulebook to me.
Wait, so you're saying you actually believe in those old wives' tales?
Ain't you been listening to a word I said?
You're going to do exactly what them superstitions say? Well, I say that's baloney.
Take that!
It's clearly written right here. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. So according to this, you shouldn't have even be here, let alone talking with us. You said you plan on staying right here in Ninetales Vale. But if you really believed in the superstitions, you would have already been gone by now. You know, I know you've been lying to me. Time to come clean, Mr. Filch.
Yipes!
You were lying about believing in the superstitions, weren't you?
Sorry, but I didn't have a choice.
So what was the real reason why you couldn't talk about seeing Tomataro?
It's all that pretty ball's fault, Mr. LaBelle, if you know what I mean. He told me not to say a word about seeing Tomataro. Said if I did, he'd do to me what he did to them superstitions would happen.
So it was Mr. LaBelle who muzzled you. Why would Mr. LaBelle want to scare you into silence?
Mr. Mr. LaBelle was trying to protect that little maid gal. It was on account of that rumor, the one about her being possessed.
That rumor again. I guess we really do have to talk to the Mayor Tenra about the possession rumor. Stop stealing things! Ouch, hey, watch it! Village superstition stolen by Phineas Filch. I'll be taking this back now. Kind of like family to me. You could have just asked instead of stealing it. Is that all we wanted to ask Mr. Filch? Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go see Mr. Temataro one more time. Just thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes me want to say pass. His design is weird, but I like the way it looks. He's fine in the looks department. That's fine. It's just, I don't like him as a character. He just keeps stealing, and it's like, oh, you stealer. Oh, it's like, no, he stole your stuff. Put him in prison. He keeps stealing things. It's not a good thing. It's a bad character trait. I can't talk to Jinxie because she's been taken in for questioning. Detention center. His design looks like something from the Great Ace Attorney. Does it? Oh, okay. I'll take your word on that. Because I don't know. Lord Tenma, your attorneys are here to see you and your malevolence. Why are you speaking like that? Oh, Mayor Tenma, you've returned. Yes, well, Jinxie came by earlier to apply a new charm to my forehead. It seems to be suppressing the demon within me. That's a relief. Maybe we'll actually get somewhere this time. So, what can I do for you today? I'd like to ask you about the rumor that Jinxie is possessed. She allegedly left the yokai evidence at the scene while under a demon's power. At least that's what the prosecution is going to claim at tomorrow's trial. Huh? No match is this warding charm for me. The charm. Tomataro's back. Those foolish mortals, they shall regret blaming that child for my doings. I blew it. That question brought that yokai back. And he probably won't drop the act until Jinxie's name is cleared either way. We'd like to ask you about about your aide, Florent LaBelle mentioned. Did you know Jinxie is rumored to be possessed? I know not of what you speak. You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you? I, Tenmataro, demon lord of the yokai, protect a mere mortal? No affections do I possess for your race of humans. Please, we already proved that there was a third party disguised as a yokai as a scene. But if you deny that tomorrow, we'll never be able to clear Mayor Tenma's name. But I have already told you I know not of what you speak. I don't think we'll get anything more out of him. It's all over unless we can somehow prove that Jinxie didn't plant that yokai evidence. Hey, Apollo, I think I got this one. I think I can prove that she didn't do it. Really? Sure. I should be able to use psychology to explain that whole possession thing. Knock yourself out then. Wow, Athena's really something. I can really count on her when it counts. Too bad I can't count. I can only count to 4. Mayor Tenma, Jinxie isn't possessed. I believe her so-called possession episodes are from a form of somnambulism. Somnambulism? You mean sleepwalking? Why couldn't you just say that? Why do you have to use the long medical name for it? Yes, I believe she is exhibiting a rare form of the disorder. Is it a disorder? I mean, some people just sleepwalk. It's usually brought on by repressed stress. Mr. Mayor, didn't her symptoms start as soon as she began her job in Ninetales Vale? When the child visited last.
She did speak of her dreading yokai, and now they robbed her of her sleep each night.
I knew it. That lack of sleep is causing her to enter her unconscious state. And that means she can't be trying to protect you, at least not on an unconscious level. So then the Temotaro that was spotted in the manor wasn't Jinxie.
Sleepwalking, eh? That would indeed explain the matter.
Look, Temotaro's spirit! It's left the mare's body. It was never there to begin with, Apollo, and you knew that, but for some reason you're just playing along with this. You tell us about the truth now, Mayor Tenma?
Very well. It is the least I can do for a superb exorcist such as you.
Finally. Mayor Tenma, you didn't leave those feathers and tracks at the scene, did you?
I did not. Neither I nor Jinxie have anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt.
I knew it.
You suspect that Florence is behind all this? But why? Did he really want Ninetales Vale that badly?
You think of any reason why?
Looking back, he did seem fixated on Temotaro for a spell. Could it be? Perhaps he was attempting to release Temotaro.
That's crazy. Are you saying that yokai is real?
Whatever the case, Temotaro brings nothing but pain and misfortune. It is as the superstition warns. You must not gaze upon him nor free him from his prison.
But how can people actually believe that? Well, at least we know who's behind the whole Tenma thing now. Yeah, and I think we have enough. We need to have another nice long chat with Mr. LaBelle.
Your dinner is ready, Your Benevolence. An offering to the Demon King. You may have it. Place it right there.
The kitchen crew poured their heart and soul into making it.
Did they now? Souls happen to be a favorite of mine. Just hold the hearts next time. Caw, caw, caw.
Yes, Your Benevolence, I remember that. How long is he planning to keep up this yokai charade? Or charade, as some people would say. Well, we've already talked to Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma, so why don't we go see Florent LaBelle next, now that we know the truth? We won't want to claim that the Temotaro was Jinxie or the mayor anymore. But the real question is, how are we going to get alone to admit it? Or it was him? Has it really been nearly 2 hours? Oh, okay, yeah, I guess it has. I guess I got so absorbed into this, I just haven't been keeping track of time.
Okay, now let's practice that again, Filchy, from the top.
Mr. LaBelle was in the foyer at the time of the crime. You need to stop trying to make up stuff in the middle of a public area. It's like you're asking to be caught. And when we heard a scream, oh heck, what was the next part again?
You have the memory capacity of a flea. This is the 30th time, you know. And now 100 times more and we're done.
What on earth are they practicing? Falsifying their testimonies.
I ain't cut out for this.
Whoopsie daisy.
Ow!
Oh, begging your pardon, Mr. LaBelle, sir. It's just all this practice. Yipes!
Unbelievable! What if you had sullied my outfit with those grubby paws of yours?
Did Filch filch LaBelle's wallet just now? So, what do you think they're up to this time, Apollo?
Oh, it's you two! Eavesdropping, are we? You peasants are so tacky.
You're in the middle of the hall. What do you want us to do? And even police go through here.
Well, what do you want with me?
Your confession to being Temotaro imposter would be a nice right about now. Mr. Filch filled me in on a conversation you two had, and about how you told him not to say a word about seeing Temotaro.
Filchy, you fool!
Yikes!
told you nothing good would come of you running your mouth.
So why did you keep Mr. Filch quiet like that, Mr. LaBelle?
Why, to protect darling little Jinxie, of course.
But Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking. Being asleep at the time, she couldn't have haven't been consciously trying to protect the mare. It also means she couldn't have possibly been Tenmataro. He is responsible for making it known. I say, let the poor eat the rich and eat him.
Eat the guy. Interesting. But where are you going with this?
Since you asked so politely, I believe you have a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Filch quiet. That reason would be to deflect doubt away from the one who was really Tenmataro.
Now this is getting interesting. Are you insinuating that I'm Tenmataro? I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Yugi boy. But I'm nothing of the sort.
That's right. Mr. LaBelle even told Tenmataro was a jig. Ah!
I said Tenmataro was Jinxie, you fool. Honestly, you have the memory capacity of a flea. Practice it 100 times more.
The Dutch actually ate their prime minister years ago. That's great. I'm so glad I have the information in my brain now. Thanks. Why? Why only years ago? Are we talking like 3, 5? Are you talking like 1,000 years ago?
Yikes.
So, have you been called to testify tomorrow?
Yes, I am so looking forward to my courtroom debut. But you'll just have to wait till then.
Oh, I'll be waiting. With a special piece of evidence I've been saving just for you.
Filchy, wake up, you lazy bones.
Huh? What? Was I sleeping? Oh.
Must have been the sweet cologne of yours, Mr. LaBelle. Made my eyes right sleepy if you did. Well, it's time for your lesson on what to do and say tomorrow.
Oh, I'm begging you, not another lesson.
I think it about. It's too hard to speak words when you're around. Right up the snooze, schnozola. Keep quiet and do exactly as I say. No, please. Anything but another lesson.
About what the Australian PM is known for. Oh, God. For knowing that useless fact. 16th or 17th century. That's more than years ago. That's several centuries. That's like 600 years, maybe? But damn. Stop giving me these facts about random prime ministers. I don't want to know them. Especially that one. That's it. How is that worse than someone eating their own prime minister? Oh, no. Of course it's in a McDonald's, too. Anyway, there they go. Just our chance to get the truth out of him. Yeah, but we'll get proof that we need to court tomorrow, one way or another. All that's left now is the lie Jinxie told. Better go clear that up before tomorrow. Think they're done questioning Jinxie? Maybe. Let's just see if she's over on Yokai Lane shopping for more charms. April 18th, still. Oh, she's lost her forehead things again. Accursed nine-tailed fox, the time for setting the score is nigh. My grudge has festered over time, but last vengeance will be mine. She must be possessed. Sleepwalking again. Maybe if I speak softly, I won't startle her and get a charm plastered on my forehead. Psst. Jinxie. Huh? Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. My charms must have fallen off again. Phew. Guess I can avoid a charm slap by toning down my cords of steel. Yes! If you're constantly shouting at everyone would think you're a demon, even if they're not superstitious. Are they done questioning you, Jinxie? Uh-huh. And on the way back, I stopped here to buy a new charm that was just released. Yeah, which one? Oh, the one with the Nine-Tails Fox and Temataro. It shows them dancing together. Really? Two bitter rivals dancing together? Uh-huh. It's a charm for rebuilding burnt bridges. Huh? Oh, right. From the municipal merger issue. No, it's for the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor. I'll stop you two from fighting like you did in the court this morning. We weren't fighting. It was just a spirited debate. It's what we lost. Ah! No fighting. Ugh. Charm slapped again. You are not Pearls. You do not get to say no. Stop fighting. That's Pearl's job. Can't take that from her. Apollo, if you're done playing around, let's find out what she was lying about. Jinxie, it seems like you're starting to remember things. You already said the feathers and tracks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that seems important? Like what? Tell us what you saw that day. Maybe you'll remember something else this time. When I opened the door, Papa and Alderman Cubey were collapsed in the Fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance to the police. That's all he said before he passed out in the chair. I knew it. She's holding something back. I just imagine that she just gets so freaked out she runs away when he does this. Ah, he's using his demon powers. Ah, okay. So it was the finger. I wish I could, like, speed it up or reverse it or rewind it. My bracelet is saying you're full of shit. Gotcha! You were very nervous when you said that's all he said, weren't you? I know because I saw your fingers move as if you were going to slap someone with a charm. Huh? Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Tenma say anything else to you? Also, lol, that would be humorous. The people just walked away during these. Yeah. It was nothing. It was just talking in his sleep. Talking in his sleep? Do you admit that he did say something else? How could you tell? Wait a minute, did her plate just change? Because she broke her first one, which had all writing on it. She's got a new one now, which doesn't. But it just broke again, and it had writing again. Only a demon could have such powers. Ah, yes, information. Ooh. Like I said, it was just talking in his sleep. I mean, why else would Papa say something like that? Could you be a little more specific? Before he fainted, he said, "Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed Alderman Cubey." He said what? You actually confessed to the crime? But he didn't mean it. He could possibly have known what he was saying. He's probably possessed, or maybe he was in the middle of a nightmare. A nightmare? No, this is a nightmare. This is one statement I wish I'd never heard. What in the world are we going to do now?
Return to the basics? That is right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon.
Right. Just believe in my client, even if all I can see ahead is darkness and despair. Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackwell know about your father's confession? I didn't mention it when he was questioning me. I mean, there's no way Papa's the killer. Why would the mayor confess like that? Could he really have been dreaming or simply delirious? Who knows? But I sure feel like I'm living a nightmare right now. Apollo, what were we going to do about tomorrow's trial? The crime scene was locked tight until Jinxie arrived, and our client even confessed. Not only that, Jinxie's been accused of planting the yokai evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to be prison if we don't do something. I know. Ooh. Well, let's see here. The lack of third party in the locked room is a major problem. That's a nice bass. I like this song. It's so simple and yet it's so good. Jinxie had testified that when she first opened the door, Alderman QB and Mayor Temmer were the only people she saw in the Fox chamber. But the real killer must have been hiding in there as well. Considering the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation. Our mystery person must have fled the Fox chamber when it was opened. And that's when Jinxie saw what she thought was Temataro. But Papa and the Alderman were the only people there. I didn't see anyone else. What's going on here? The Bell's extremely pale, but he's far from transparent. So just how did he hide himself at the scene of the crime? He hid in the chamber, maybe. Or maybe behind the folding screen. Whatever it takes in court tomorrow, Apollo. We have to take down the dirty, rotten Temataro, floor at the Bell. Right. We'll get him with a legal exorcism, justice style. I don't remember this track at all. Me neither. I like it. Although, to be fair, I don't remember a lot of the tracks until they come up. Is that the only time it's used, or is it used more? Because I'd like to hear that more. Save complete. Oh boy. I think that is a good place to stop, because we are now ready and prepared for when we do the trial next time. And it's been 2 hours-ish. So yes, that's where we shall end for today. We shall pick this up on Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. For some reason I forgot what day it was. So yeah, we'll be back with Thursday on this. Tomorrow we're starting Halo 3, so look forward to that. The last game of the original trilogy, so hopefully it's going to be as good as the second game, because I enjoyed the hell out of that again. But yes, we'll stop this for next time. We will find out what the truth is and if we can get LaBelle found for the crime, or if we fail. But that's it for today. So thank you all for joining today. Hope everyone enjoyed. As usual, if you're not already, like, follow, subscribe, do that bell notification so you know when I next stream. If you want to help support me directly, there's links to Patreon tips in there as well. And if you do become a patron, get your name added to the patron list here, where I give you a shout out at the end of every stream, like I do with Hiroru Kuni and the Swordmaster 37. And I thank you for the continued support, and I greatly appreciate you. And I let you dress up as a demon and pretend to be a murderer, and then I fight you while punching your face in, and then I win. That's it. But yeah, that's where we'll stop. Don't worry, we'll give you more Prime Minister facts next time. Great! I can't wait. Actually, I think there's going to be an issue next stream, so I won't be able to. Oh, no. Oh, no, you won't have to tell anyone Prime Minister facts. Nah, but yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow with Halo 3. So, yeah, until then, you'll take care. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you all next time. Have a nice rest of the day. Bye, Sean. Bye, Rafatron. Bye, everyone else. Bye-bye.